What's up, gamers? My voice is still actually, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so why is the chat not loading in YouTube is sometimes? Okay, now I can see the chat. Right, gamers, good morning. So yeah, I've planned some fights, obviously, for the stream. We have a new level cap after Norman. That fight was really nice. Went really nice for us, I would say. But in the end, this fight is a menace. Like, even in the Deathlocke, even if you can choose the encounters and stuff like that, this fight is everything but not easy. Picture is, I think, never riskless. Even if you have the best encounters in the entire game for that. Basically Hamilton, but is one of the best for sure. But we could play a bit around that double confusion, what was really nice, okay? Yeah. If you missed that fight, watch the last stream. It was a really nice fight, I would say. Yeah, I think Norman is, I can already repeat that, in my opinion, the hardest early game fight. If I don't call Tabitha as an early game fight. Because Tabitha is, I think, even harder. But yeah, Norman is for sure next level. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I have planned some fights, especially the family and some other fights as well, and for the stream. We will also get 2 new encounters. We should get 2 new encounters in the stream. We still have the cave, the Altering Cave, Route 118, and Skateboard City open. We will not pick that up right now because there's no reason. I think in the cave I will just delay until I really need something. I want to maybe have a Conkeldurr. The thing about that is, we can just check out my box right now and we will find some doubles, like typing wise, okay? This is not avoidable because we will also go for Excadrill. I will not spoiler that. Like I'm spoilering that. There's like no way I will not go for Excadrill, okay? And with that we have already some ground types. We have Donphan, we have Nido, we have... But they are different. Like, we have a mono ground type with Donphan, what is just a goat. We have poison ground, then we have water ground, we have dark ground, and then we have steel ground. So they have different roles still. Even... And ground mons are always good, to be honest. But yeah, with fighting mons, I want to be a bit more careful now. We have... Mienshao. Hitmon top. Nape. That we have 3 of them right now, if I'm not completely blind. Yeah, should be 3. And yeah, I think Conkeldurr is really nice for sure. It's really hard hitting Pokemon. But I think we can hold that back for now at least. Lucario is obviously always an option. We can still go for Everlook, even I was not needing it for the Diggersby. I was basically saying the Pokemon Diggersby was, even with Everlook, not... The fight was not consistent anyways, because of random moves and stuff like that. Because Diggersby is barely surviving everything what you can take from Everlook is surviving barely actually everything from Diggersby, and then it is on super low HP, and it will bait completely random moves. So yeah. And because Everlook is so fucking slow, it will just bait nearly team order, and that was also a no-go with my team. We can't, for example, I think it's really hard to bait Arzo because Arzo only have physical moves. I think you need to be really low for that, but it's possible, I think. Okay, I would say let's start. I'm talking too much, sorry. But yeah. We have some fights from the Watson split still to do. I will just blast them away completely. They are like level 32. I already checked that Staraptor is just destroying the fights alone, basically. And yeah, I think we also need, by the way, the Mark Bike for the encounter in... whatchamacallit, in the Mirage Tower. But I'm super bad in this, so I will not try to do it on stream for like 10 minutes. I'm really bad. I can't even explain how bad I am to using my fucking bike in this shit. So I will already tell you guys which encounter I will take, and then I will probably, if I'm too bad in taking that encounter on stream, I will just take it off stream. Because it is a Deathlocke and not a Nuzlocke. I can choose the encounter basically. So that's why the encounter can't run away or just like, you know, I cannot miss the encounter basically. So it's guaranteed. Anyways. Okay. Yeah, but with that said, this challenge is still everything but not easy. I thought about something what is pretty chill. At the same time, I will have a lot of fun because of perfect IVs. You can play the mons you want to actually play, what is really nice. But yeah, Run and Bun is a ROM hack where you have too many fights to plan every fight deathless is not easy at all. It will never be free. Yeah, and we could go back to the lab already in the Norman fight. It was possible. Could also go back to the lab already before. Yeah. Okay. We just need the Raptor and Tail and Flame for the next fight. We can already change the bike as well, I would say. Okay. So this is low level because I didn't, I haven't done this fight basically in the Watson split because, you know, what, you don't need that. Yeah, you basically don't need that, and now it's completely free, of course. So give me the mark bike, please. Yes, 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 thank you. Okay. Alrighty, mighty. Ah! Boom! So, in our focus, far-fetched. We just have a fast kill on everything here, basically. Level diff. Nothing more to say. Yeah, and that means we will just kill one by one. We will just use Dual Wing Beat on Farfetch, kill this. We will use Acrobatics on Blossom and kill this. I think Talonflame will pop off now completely. I have some fights planned with this boy, for sure. Even we only have Acrobatics as strong move, basically. Because Flame Charge is obviously not doing that much damage, let's be honest. But Acrobatics without an item is actually a really strong move. Yeah. And the good part about Talonflame is it's fucking fast. It's fucking fast. So we can actually get... we can actually get the effect spore, I think, here against Fire Plume, but that's fine if this happens. No effect spore, okay. Yeah, Arbok will give us an Intimidate, but we don't fucking care, because even after the Intimidate, Brave Bird sees a kill with max roll. And that means, I think even every roll, that means it is forced to use Sucker Punch here, even after the Intimidate. Okay, so we just Dual Wing Beat and just Acrobatics. Exactly on Raptor, because Talonflame is not seeing a kill after the Intimidate anymore. Nice damage, by the way. Holy shit. Okay, next fight is the Raptor only. We have two more fights from the last, basically from the Watson split. Not from the Watson split. Yeah, from the Watson split. Yeah, exactly. Basically, you can do this fight in the Watson split. I think the only reason to do that is if you want to have the Route 111 encounter, the fishing encounter. I think most likely there is no reason to do that, but I could be wrong, of course, right? So yeah. Okay, so this is completely... This is a hard sweep. And then one more fight after that, and then we will have the family. The family is everything but not easy. I have a pretty decent plan. It's not entirely riskless, and I will explain that, but it is really unlikely that we will wipe there. Because we just wipe if one Pokemon dies, basically. And I think that's the hard part, because there's a Mega Melee Champ, basically. And that Pokemon is a menace, of course. I think I have a pretty decent plan, but yeah, I will explain everything, of course. So Dual Wing Beat will kill this. One is enough, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And now we will get the Intimidate from Standler. Is it Standler? Not exactly sure. Yo, Crystal Blossom. I think I saw you won, right? You won the E4, right? I just checked the messages a bit, but I'm not exactly sure, so let me ask that. But I saw you are planning for NG+, so yeah, I will watch that for sure. Did anyone recorded that before? By any chance? Okay, close combat will just kill this, even after Intimidate. Would be cool, but if not, then yeah, it's whatever. That's really nice. Okay, cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I will watch that for sure. I would really hard believe it's feeling really good. So you got basically the Amphi bounty? That's amazing, man. That's amazing. I'm a big fan of Amphi Bubble Bay in Run and Bun. It's amazing. And also in Sterling Silver it have a lot of value. You have the static value. It's not the nuke Pokemon, of course. Like, if you expect that Pokemon to get frags over frags, this will not be the case, obviously. But it have a lot of value. It has static value, it have Volt Absorb value. It's pretty tanky. It can beat a lot of Bright Powder Mons, hashtag Togekiss. It's a pretty decent matchup. Yeah. I think it's not a bad Pokemon for sure. But yeah, in Run and Bun, it's a bit different because you will get pretty early, at least I would say it's early, after the Flannery fight, you can use Mega Ampharos. And that is huge because Mega Ampharos is fucking bulky and is hitting like a truck. What is even better, in my opinion, about Mega Ampharos is, and I think that's in my opinion, that makes Mega Ampharos as a lead Pokemon as a really strong Pokemon. Pretty simple. You're an electric type, right? You're an electric type. And that means if you lead against a water type, or like against a Pokemon with a stab water move, it will just use the water move. It's neutral, okay? Because electric obviously doesn't resist water moves. Then you just fucking Mega Evolve and resist this move. And just fucking kill it. Nice cry, by the way. Okay, so we will Brave Bird here, because this is Citrus Berry. Even on level 33, it can technically survive. So we need to Brave Bird here. Because mid-turn, Citrus Berry proc and stuff like that. What the fuck is this cry, man? Okay, this will just go Team Order because I have basically a fast kill on everything. So this is the last fight from the Watson split. And then we will start with the family, basically. So Dual Wing Beat will kill this now. It should be Camel now, because Camel is the next in Team Order. Yeah. Dual Wing Beat will kill this as well. Yeah, that's enough. Like you like, I think people underestimate that always. Sometimes the value is not like, like the value is not that easy to see from the Pokemon, especially if you play. Especially if you're like in the early attempts, you will think, "Oh my goodness, Ampharos is so bad," but because you don't realize the value actually. Yeah, but after playing a lot of runs, a lot of attempts, a lot of at least having a bit more knowledge in the mid in the late game, you will realize how strong or like how the value from each Pokemon is. And nearly every Pokemon in Sterling Silver at least have a value. Even like the bad mons, like Delibird for example, even that could have a value. If it's not Hustle, because Hustle is completely garbage. You can just like sack it anywhere where you want, because you can just miss every fucking move. And it just dies to quick attack anyway, so yeah. Okay. But it's good to have sacks as well. That's also a thing, right? For a regular run at least. You need also some bad mons, otherwise you will be in trouble. Because you don't know which Pokemon to sack, and then you will try to save every Pokemon, and that can sometimes lead to a wipe. It happened, I think, to a lot of people already. You know, trying to save every Pokemon, trying to save everything in the box. It's a, I think, casual mistake. Because your box is really nice, you don't want to lose a Pokemon, you try to steer, and you don't want to lose any Pokemon. And then it gets completely messy. Because you pivot, and then gets a crit there and crit there. And then it's a completely mess, actually. Okay, so I would say let's build that team for the family. Yeah, you need the eject buttons for sure. I mean, we don't have goalie support in Sterling Silver. Oh my goodness, imagine. Oh my fucking goodness. Goalie support in fucking Sterling Silver Gen 4. Holy shit. Any idea how you bring Delibird into E4 team? Yeah, it's pretty simple. I have done a 5-mon E4 already. So I can just bring it, right? But it is not worth it. I'm not bringing bounties just to have it in the sheet. Like every single bounty I brought actually have done stuff in the E4. That's what I at least like. Otherwise you would see Delibird already. Basically, I can say. But there's no reason for me at least to do stuff like that. That's why I waited for Arcanine as well until it was actually really decent for the E4, because the 1.0.3 one was not playable for the E4 in my opinion. At least it would, like, yeah, fraud a lot. And the typing change and the flash fire and the rocket just change the value for Arcanine for sure. So we will have, talking about Arcanine, Hamilton is a really strong lead in this fight. Okay, we'll have that Pokemon. Then we will have Crocodile, what is also really a strong Pokemon. We have a small fiction, I will talk about that. This is not even a fiction, it's really unlikely that this happens. But yeah, if everything happens, what we want to actually dodge, we can actually lose a Pokemon, and with that we wipe, basically. Yeah, and then there are people actually in other courts, I saw that already, who are saying it's not a blessing for the player, it's even a pain for the player because of the typing change. That's like, you know, typical. People have no idea about the ROM hack, about the game, want to just judge something, and I was like, okay. That's typical actually. So someone was just saying, and I'm not even sure which court it was, that Arcanine with the normal fire type now is worse than normal one. And I was just like, did you saw actually when Arcanine got Hall of Fame basically in Sterling Silver the first time? It was straight up after the typing change, basically. And it was me, but I didn't say that, you know? Yeah, sometimes people are just like, humans are humans sometimes. And yeah, it's really cool. The typing change is really cool in my opinion. And that's all about, like Sterling Silver is about that as well. If you don't like typing change, don't play the game. Stop fucking crying about typing change and stop playing the game then. No one is forcing you, you know. But don't cry about the ROM hack with typing change, because that's all, like, there is like a lot about that. In Vintage White or like, you know, in Sterling Silver, you will see typing changes, that's it. And if you don't like that, then fuck off. Sorry to say it like harsh like that, but it is what it is. Okay, we have, let me just check the plan again, because yeah, we have Meganium and we have Ludi here. We need to do some nature changes here for this fight. Yeah, this fight is kinda unfair in the normal run. I mean, in the normal run you can still stack, and I lost my Toxicroak basically in this fight. Because yeah, it's kinda unfair. You are fighting against 11 mons. Mega Medicham is fucking broken. And now we have to beat it even deathless. You know? But yeah, we have obviously the options to, like, we have a lot of options here, of course, right? So, we will have an Impish Nature on my Crocodile as well. You will see some Impish Natures here, for sure. It's... oops, not Hardy Nature. Change Nature. Impish. And the last Impish Nature we want is on Talonflame. Now we... Nah! Misclick! I'm clicking too fast. So, Talonflame. Impish. Okay, we got it. And now we want to have not minus attack. We don't care about speed. We will go minus speed and plus defensive here. It will most likely not better, but yeah, whatever. With that we go relaxed here. We need one different move here. And Ludi. Let me check that again pretty quickly. Do we need the Modest Nature? We don't need it. So what we're gonna do is we will just go Bold Nature here, okay? I have to keep in mind that I have to change the natures back, of course, but yeah, I'm calcing one by one anyways, so yeah. Okay, Bold Nature, and with that we should be Gucci. I need to teach two moves now here. The first move is we want to have Magical Leaf back on my Meganium. Not Nature Change, sorry. Remember a move. And we can teach Energy Ball back whenever we need, so we will just teach that now here. Okay. Then we need Ice Punch. Ice Punch on my Seismitoad. Not on Arcanine. I'm sometimes speeding on the wrong situation, actually. Okay. Ludi can learn Ice Punch, that's funny. I mean, we will never use that on Ludi, but yeah. Can remove Poison Jab, that's a tutor move anyways. Okay. With that, we are done with the prep. Now I just need to give items. And then, yeah, we should be fine, most likely. So, my Arcanine will get a Cherry Berry here. Pretty simple. Then, Citrus Berry on you. No item on my Talonflame. Pretty simple. Seismitoad will get a Rossberry. We need to play around the burn here. Meganium is Oranberry. And then we have the Miracle Seed. I will do a quick check in the calc again. For the ranges and stuff like that. Copy. Let me just write in the Sterling Silver Discord that we are going in. For the family. Time to kill the family. Okay, so. The sand is not active. Let's not do that. Ludicolo. Exactly. Let me check again. Size method matchup. Yeah, that's fine. Exactly. Okay, cool. It looks good. It looks really good. Nudgy Ball kills. And yeah, you don't even get expert belt. You don't even get expert belt. You just get the fucking glasses so you can go to the desert. Fuck off. Sorry. Okay. Again, quick check again. I have the cherry berry here. Citrus berry on Crook. No item on Tainted Flame, obviously on purpose. We are impish. That is a relaxed nature. That is whatever. We don't really care. And that is a bold nature with Miracle Seed. Okay. So, we are fighting. With 6 months against 11 months, basically, without healing. Let's go. So, the first one is the easiest one. Like, it's really easy. Victor from the family wants to get some damage here from me. Some punches. So, Hemi is a really strong lead here in this fight. We will Rock Slide, kill this Tucanon before I can do anything. Pretty easy. And the next Pokemon is a Molga. So we have only 2 months from Victor here. Yeah, this is always Thunderbolt. So technically we can kill this as well. But like even if we go Jolly, we are never faster. It's a speed tie basically. So yeah, we will go to Crook. Crook is also slower, but Crook have a really nice type against this Molga. It's amazing. It's just amazing typing here. The Intimidator is really nice. We can, with that, switch in probably one more time if something goes wrong. Because there is a small fiction. This is not even a fiction. This is really unlikely that this happens. But yeah, I will talk about that. So we will just Rock Thump into Rock Thump and kill this. Look at this damage. Look how we are tanking that, by the way. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. Impish. Crook is so fucking bulky, man. That did nothing. Yeah, Rock Thump again and kill it. Okay. Now the waifu is coming out. Victoria. Hey, how you dare to beat my husband or something like that. Okay, Abuma Snow will just die to Rock Slide or to Flamethrower. That's why Hemi is a really strong lead here. It will always Eye Shard because it sees it's just dead. And Hemi's HP matters here for the small fictions. Most of the time we will still be fine, but I will talk about the fiction in the end. So I will talk about the odds, okay? Oh, this is always Seismitoad, and this is Muddy Water or Earth Power random move. Because both moves to seize the kill here. That's why we need the Magical Leaf here on my Meganium. We need Ludi full life, that's why I can't switch to Ludi here. That's fine. And Magical Leaf just kills. Beginning was really fast. Sometimes I just forget that actually. Crazy. And that is now... And that can matter. Let's see. So... This is Skitterbug. Skitterbug. This is Fire Lash most likely. This can also protect, this can also coil. The Center Scorch is not consistent, sadly. And Hemi's HP matters in the end. I will talk about that. Let's see what we will see here. Fire Lash is the most likeliest thing here. Yeah, there's a Skitter Smack. This is doing more damage. Don't crit. Okay. We don't care about the special attack drop here. We always kill this with Rock Slide. Okay, and now it matters what this asshole will do here. Ribombi. Good. I have the Cherry Berry for the Stun Spore, but this can also just straight up attack us. So the first RNG you saw, it was a Center Scorch. We didn't know exactly what it will do. So we got the highest damaging move basically there, sadly. And this can use straight up Energy Ball here and crit us. And I think then we are in range of the small fiction. And then we need to dodge some other fictions. But yeah, most likely we are fine. This is... We can't say it's guaranteed Stun Spore. We can't say it's guaranteed Energy Ball. That's really good. I think we are always out of the fiction land now. But I will talk about the fiction still. So this is Focus Sash. We always kill this with Rock Slide into E-Speed. Pretty simple. Nothing more to say here. Hemi is that's why Hemi is a strong lead here. But Hemi is also, like, not only Hemi, like every Pokemon what is weak against fighting move, it can open some problems for sure. Okay, this is always Scorching Sand. That's why we need the Raspberry on my size method. We always tank a double crit. But we want to avoid the burn, of course, because we need Ice Punch damage. And that's why, yeah, no burn. That's fine anyways. Ice Punch kills. And we always tank a Scorching Sands crit into Dragon Claw crit. And we chain kill the next Pokemon, basically. What is a Zudu Voodoo? Dururut! Earth Power will kill this without a damage item. That method is a really strong Pokemon, especially in this challenge where you have perfect IVs. It's really bulky, it is hitting decent hard. It's a really strong Pokemon for the entire game. It will fall down at some point, I guess. At least, it will not do that much more in the late game. But yeah, you need some mons at least still. So some mons will not come out of the box. And now the Grandma is fucking angry with the fucking Mega Medicham. So there is a thing about this Mega Medicham, okay? The fiction is gone, I'm pretty sure. The thing about this Mega Medicham is that it is inner focus and not Mega Evolved right now. So the damage is not super strong. So, right now it is not seeing a kill with high jump kick. And that means it will always fake out, okay? It will just simply always fake out. The cool part about this Medicham is that even if it sees a kill, it's a slow kill against Hamilton before the Mega Evolution. And the AI doesn't know about the Mega Evolution right now. So even then, it's a chance to go Fake Out, because Fake Out is on turn 1, +9 score. And Slow Kill is +9, can reach +11, small chance. So it can still Fake Out, okay? So we saw the Scorching Sand, not the Skitter Smack, we saw the Ice Shard. If we see a Skitter Smack crit and an Energy Ball crit from Ribombi, we will show a guaranteed kill to High Jump Kick, okay? I think that's not the worst part right now. That's the first fiction. We are fine with that. Because Talonflame always tanks a High Jump Kick crit and will never bait pursuit from the next Pokemon. That's why we are Impish Nature. But it will open some new fictions. That's why, you know? Okay. So, we will go to Talonflame always now. Burn doesn't matter because... And we cannot go with a Citrus Berry here. Because his high jump kick can also miss. That's also a problem. So, it's not consistent. If you hold a Citrus Berry, we don't kill with Acrobatics. Talonflame is a really good counter here. We will switch to Talonflame and I will talk about the next fictions, what could happen actually. This is always fake out, by the way. So this fight is over, just explaining what could happen. So this high jump kick, if this is high jump kick, what is a chance if we already got the fictions, basically with a Skitter Smack crit and the Energy Ball instead of Sunspore? Yeah, Flame Body doesn't really matter, sadly enough, because we will just kill it anyways. And we cannot roost on this Medicham because of Thunder Punch. Because it can paralyze me. So we always survive a high jump kick crit, and we never bait Pursuit. But we bait Crunch from Crocodile and Aquatail. The funny part is that my own Crocodile can tank a Aquatail crit with Citrus Berry. So if this would be Aquatail, there's a really low chance, if we get super low, that this can Crunch then. And we can never switch to Crunch to my Ludicolo. Because Crunch crit, or like Crunch defense drop into Crunch crit always kills. And then we wipe. So we can already see how unlikely that is, that everything like that happens. But it was possible, I think. So Acrobatics will just kill this Medicham now. Crazy that we kill this with Acrobatics, but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, this is really consistent now. This is always Aquatail. And Ludicolo always beats this Crocodile now. So we don't need these pivots anymore. We just go to my own Ludicolo. This is also Moxie boost, so in a regular run you need to be really careful. Don't give this a Moxie boost here. I had Torterra basically my winning run, and Torterra is shitting on Crocodile completely. But yeah, I don't have Torterra in this run, so... Okay, so we always kill this with Energy Ball. We don't need to fake out here. Bold Nature, Energy Ball always kills. So Ludi is already popping off because of Energy Ball. So that one candy in the Words Split was worth it. Yeah, Energy Ball always kills here. And look at this Crunch damage. This is Bold Nature, by the way. Even change the nature. That's why you can see we cannot switch into Crunch. Like, switch into Crunch means my Ludi dies. Okay. And that's it. Okay. We lost Toxicroak, basically, in my winning run here. Was not avoidable. Because we got there the fictions, basically, and I need to sack something. Yeah. It is what it is. Okay. But that fight is done. And now we will have... some fights in Perma-Sand. Not only some fights, it's actually a lot. I have planned some fights now for the stream. So, let me check that again. Are any Pokemon buffed in this game? I'm gonna be honest, I never actually paid attention to that. Like, maybe attack-wise, or like moveset-wise, but I don't think... I'm not exactly sure if something got actually buffed stat-wise. I never actually think I saw that. Oh yeah, basically yes. For the AI. Diggersby got buffed, but it's for the AI only, for example. Yeah, so Diggersby is buffed, but it's for the AI buffed, not for us. So Diggersby have 78 attack, I think. What is really fucking... That's a lot for huge power. And it's huge power for the AI, but we don't get huge power as a player. That's why Diggersby in the normal fight is a fucking menace. 78 base attack with huge power is a lot, man. And this thing is tanky as fuck as well. And Azu is slightly buffed, but we also as a player don't get huge power, exactly. Mortal is saying it already. But Azu is decent, even for not being huge power. I think huge power Azu would be fucking broken for us players. Special attack is slightly buffed, so you can use actually special moves like Draining Kiss, Surf, Hydro Pump for showing kills, and stuff like that, yeah. But I don't think there's anything else. I don't think so. But yeah, most likely if you will see a buff, it will be for the AI. Most likely. We also, like, that's why I always say, basically I never realized it before, because I never played Run and Bun before. But that's why I always say we get so much actually in Sterling Silver. People need to really appreciate that. We get too much, basically. We are not getting the strong abilities in this game, as a player. There's no Speed Boost Yan Mega for us players, of course. Never ever, like, no way you will get that, right? There's no Protein Greninja for us players, obviously. I think Torrent is good enough anyways, to be honest. Torrent have a lot of nice plays, by the way. Okay, so we will have Talonflame. We can go Adamant, by the way, now here again. This fight is a bit complicated, but it should be riskless if my prep is not bad. So Adamant. Yeah. Like, you have probably a different moveset as well, and like in Run and Bun, in my opinion at least, I think you already saw that in EK, because in EK you also don't have that many buffs. Most of the mons are vanilla. And you really, I would say, you really realize the strength from a Pokemon. How strong it is, how useful it is for each split, and stuff like that, yeah. And yeah, abilities are changed sometimes, I think. There's some abilities, I think, changed. Like you get with this Pokemon. Like, Donphan doesn't have battle armor, obviously, in Vanilla. And you have two decent abilities with Donphan in this game, basically. Like, one is really strong, and the other one is decent. Because Sturdy in Gen 8, basically is Gen 8 mechanics, is really good. It's not battle armor still, but yeah, it's still really good. Like, you can't die if you lead with Donphan. It's not possible. It's basically a focus sash. It's really strong. But over the game, I think battle armor is always outclassing still Sturdy. We need a switch in here. That's Magneton. We need to maybe invest some citrus berries, by the way, here in this fight. But that is okay. I'm fine with that. We have you. Let me check again. We have you, and we have you. And the last Pokemon is my queen. I think this game is well balanced, yeah. I mean, it's obviously the hardest ROM hack. I would say it's, for me at least, the hardest ROM hack what I actually ever played. It's a really fun ROM hack, in my opinion. You need a lot of patience, you need a lot of mental energy for that ROM hack, because you have like so many fights handcrafted by Dexa, basically, who are actually really hard, like from the start. But I would say it's a really fun game. If you have the time, if you have the energy, it will improve your Nuzlocke skills for sure. And I would not believe that, like, 1 year before, I would be able to actually beat this game. But yeah, basically, Sterling Silver increased my Nuzlocke skills a lot. Because of Gen 4 AI, how Gen 4 AI actually works, and how good Sterling Silver is for improving Nuzlocke skills. We want to change the nature here. Actually, we want to change some natures here. Let's go bold here. I fucking have again a fucking wild beetle in my room. Holy shit. Why? We need Jolly on my Mienshao. And then we want to change the nature from Nido as well. And we will go mild nature here. Okay. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, that much. We want to have a move from my Nido. And that is Poison Jab. And we will remove Ice Beam because that's a scale anyways. It's at least not Mega Evolved, okay? It's at least not Mega Evolved. But I fucking hate this thingies. I can't see that actually. I can't, like, you know, I can't be patient and just like, if they're really like near me, I'm freaking out actually. I remember one time in a really late night, I had a fucking Beedrill in my room. Middle of the really important fight. I nearly fucking misclicked because of that. So, Magneton. That's basically only a switch and we will invest some Citrus Berries. Hopefully we will not proc every Citrus Berry here now. But yeah. Because we got really unlucky with the harvest, I would say. I'm not exactly sure if it was unlucky or not. If I had a pet Beetle, no one would play. Caracosta with the Citrus Berry as well. And Mienshao needs a Muscle Band here. Muscle Band, Mienshao. And then we have the Poison Barb on my Nidoqueen. Because Nido is my queen. I really like Nidoqueen, by the way. I'm a really big Nidoqueen fan. Like, it's not like Arcanine and Charizard, of course. Like, I can compare nothing to them because they're like my favorite mons since I'm a child, basically. In a second, I need to remove the box pretty quickly. I need to check quickly the ranges. Don't want to do it. Like, that's what I mean as well with this challenge. Like a small mistake means I am back in the lab because it's not only about losing a it's not only about wiping one single Pokemon. If one single Pokemon dies, even if it's a useless Pokemon, I can just go back to lab. So we need actually Chestoberry. Good that I'm checking again. We go Chestoberry on Talonflame. Exactly. Otherwise we can actually get in trouble here. Then we have the Sand active. Exactly. Yes, yes, yes. Retaliate. And with the Jolly nature, I am faster. Okay. We Gucci boys. Okay. Let's do it. After that fight, we can catch the next Pokemon. It will be Excadrill. Small spoiler. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I will not skip Excadrill. This will take some seconds probably. But yeah. We will take always Excadrill here. The reason why I already said as well on the start of my challenge as well, that I will not take the 1% encounters, for example. But you can get a Drillbur here. What is not 1%? I like taking 1% is cheap in my opinion. Even the challenge allows me to do that. I think 1% encounters are most likely too strong for that time. And yeah, I don't want to do that for sure. Let me check, by the way, if the Repel is activated. Okay. Alright, it's time, my boys. Ah, fuck, I should maybe get the glasses. Oopsie. Okay. All Gucci, boys. Okay. Now? The fat ass is also gone here now. Okay, let's go. Quick check again. Adamant, we don't need any other nature here. We are just bold here. We need Jolly on this. Adamant is fine, I guess. Yeah. Just change the nature a bit for this fight. Only 3 months, by the way, but yeah, Permasand is up now for the entire section, and we have a lot of fights here in the desert. Like, not the desert, but yeah, the road, yeah, it's whatever. Okay, let's go. So. This is Focus Sash. This is slower than me. This is no problem. That's it. Nothing else to say. This is doing jack shit to me. We'll just Flame Charge here. We cannot kill this because it's Focus Sash. Pretty simple. And this can Grass Vessel. So that's why we need basically the Chesto Berry. We are always faster anyways. But yeah, and there's the Leaf Blade. Nice. Look at this Leaf Blade damage, by the way, now. Dude! Ha! Focus Sash my foot. Okay, this is always now the biggest threat in this fight. Even it's only 3 months, it's Downlet. That thing is fast as fuck. This is Retaliate always. So what we gonna do on this Retaliate? We can afford that pivot. We go to Magneton. We never die to Retaliate crit, of course. And if this doesn't crit, it will not even proc my Citrus Berry. We have the Citrus Berry. Body Slam is also possible. That's even better. That is even better because this is doing less damage. We was in Body Slam range as well, I guess. Okay, so this is always Stomping Tantrum now. We need a speed drop on this Pokemon. And we go to Eldegoss here for the speed drop. That's really important. This thing is too fast. Stomping Tantrum Inc. Yeah, exactly. Nice crit, by the way, but it's okay. Yeah, this is always Body Slam now. Retaliate will not do that much anymore because the time is gone for Retaliate. There's a bug about Retaliate, I know that, but there was a bug because of poison, I think. Something like that. But yeah, it will not happen here. So this is Body Slam. We go to Caracosta on Body Slam now. And then we will bait again Stomping Tantrum. We got the speed drop already. We cannot switch into Body Slam to my Mienshao. So the goal is to beat this with Mienshao. That's the Body Slam. That's a lot of damage for being fucking resistant. I mean, we are talking about Caracosta here right now. But yeah, it's Silly Scarf's Downlet here. And now this is always Stomping Tantrum. We go to Mienshao. This is riskless now. Fake Out into Drain Punch will always kill this. Yeah, we always survive a crit here. Stomping Tantrum is not not stab and stuff like that. And because of the speed drop and because we changed the nature to Jolly as well, we need even Jolly nature. Fake Out into Drain Punch will always kill here. Okay. Alright. Nape can't switch in. Otherwise I wouldn't use Nape. But Nape can't switch into any move, basically. And we need damage item because, yeah, Downlet is pretty decent bulky. Okay, so this Clefable is also Chi-Chi! Not that easy to handle. We never one-shot this Pokemon and this have counter. Thankfully, we'll always use Moonblast on the switch in. Nidoqueen is the best counter here in my box. Because sadly enough, Fake Out into Iron Head from my Togedemaru is not killing. And this is also with counter, so this Clefable will have counter. And that means we cannot use stuff like physical moves unless it will finish off. So we just Sludge Bomb here. And because we have a physical move now as well, this can go for counter. Look at this damage, man. Holy, but it doesn't really matter. It's Magic Guard. Because we can get a drop here, like we can see, the crit is completely fine. We can get special defense drop, not special defense, special attack drop. We also want to have Poison Jab here. And let's finish this off with Poison Jab. My queen! Choo-choo! Okay, we can catch the encounter pretty quickly, I would say. My Talonflame. We don't need HP on my Talonflame. I don't need to worry about anything because my Talonflame can always escape, basically. So yeah, we will go for Excadrill, hashtag Drillbur, not what Driftbur. Which Pokemon is Driftbur? Drillbur, sorry. And yeah, we will wait for that Pokemon. This can take some seconds, but yeah, we will always go for Excadrill. We cannot even make that faster. Oh, there's my goat. Because we are not Magnet Pull, so we can't even be faster with that now. But yeah, that is always Excadrill here. It's one of the best Pokemons in the entire game, in my opinion. Like, I say that to a lot of mons, but yeah, it's S tier, I would say. If it's not completely min attack and you can use a scale for that. The only thing is, it is hungry for a scale already if you get it like on high level. So if you get a Drillbur, you have Rapid Spin already. In this challenge, it doesn't really matter, okay? In this challenge, it's whatever. But in a regular run, there's a Trap Bench, by the way, and that's why I want to have a Flying type so I can escape because of Arena Trap. In this challenge, it doesn't really matter because we have infinite scales. But in a regular run, you need to use a fucking scale then for Rapid Spin. And this part of the game, you will not have a lot of scales left. Okay, especially if you play Nape, you already invested 2 scales on Nape because of Fake Out Overheat. It's worth it for sure. And you most likely use a scale on Brawly and maybe on Roxanne as well. And then you have basically 0 scales. So yeah. I think in the end of the gauntlet, in the Flannery split, you will get a scale. There is the Drillbur. That's what I mean. That's level 30 and not 30, 13, and you will have Rapid Spin already with this Pokemon. But usually, if you go for an encounter and if you have Magnet Pull, you will always try to Magnet Pull. And Excadrill is not on this level anymore. And Excadrill will not have Rapid Spin anymore. So that's the downside of that. But yeah, it's a scale then. Rapid Spin is an insta scale. If you have a scale, it's just too good to not have it. Let's have an IV look, even if it will not matter, to be honest. But yeah, let's have a look pretty quickly. And then we can do the next fight. And yeah, we will see that we will have Rapid Spin already. Yeah, and like I said, we have a lot of ground mons. But yeah, they have different roles. So yeah, this Pokemon is nuts now. What do you guys guess? Is this a bad one? I have the feeling this is a bad Drillbur. Okay, I'm kidding! Sorry! Holy shit! Adamant! Dude, my encounters in Run and Bar are always good. Even if I play this, it doesn't really matter in this challenge anyways, right? I say. Like, we have GMO mons, basically. But that is already one of the best natures. Okay, it's max speed. So basically you use 1 scale on attack and this is perfect. Holy shit. Nearly max speed, nearly. This is awesome. This would be a fucking awesome Pokemon in a regular run. Holy shit. This is crazy good. And like we can see, we have Rapid Spin. Okay. Alright, I think it will not change that much. It will not change that much. I misclicked, but it doesn't really matter. We can teach that most of the moves back anyways. We don't want to have Dig. We will get Drill Run. I think I want to keep Rock Slide probably, right? It will probably not matter anyways, but yeah. Slash. Okay, we will get now the evolution. Yeah, usually you can't get drill bore like that easy, like we can see. Because, yeah, the chance for getting other stuff is really high. So if you have magnet pull, you need to magnet pull basically to increase the chance. That's why you will most likely not get a drill bore, you will get Excadrill. What is, yeah, really good if you get a drill bore, but it will not happen. We don't need bulldoze, I think. But we can teach that back anyways whenever we want. We will get Iron Head at some point and Drill Run, I know that already. Yeah. So Drill Run instead of Stomping Tantrum. And Iron Head will remove Metal Claw. There you fucking go, okay. And with that we have Rock Slide as coverage right now and we can teach moves anyways. Okay. Cool. Script. Also, for anyone who is watching that the first time, we are just using the script because it's just faster instead of using the scales because we have infinite scales anyways. Yeah, and with that, this is perfect. Okay. Right, let's remove the items. It's just faster. So with that, I don't need to maximize the IVs single and stuff like that. Alright. I would say let's think about the next fight. We have basically, I think, 2 more fights, right? No, 3 more fights, sorry. 3 more fights for this stream. Yeah. This fight should be easy. Right? Should be easy, yeah, most likely. Okay. So. We have Donphan. We have Hammy. Yeah, this fight should be free completely. We have Zone, not Zone, Magneton. We have Ludi. And we need one more Flying type Intimidate Pokemon here. For the safety, I guess. It's basically for the safety, yeah. Energy Ball. Okay. I think we want to change the nature back from Hemi. To Adamant. Okay, so. Soft Sand on Donphan. Then we have, hopefully we will not proc that, but yeah, we will, for the safety, have a Citrusberry on this, boys. Hearthstone. And Citrus, okay. We check that everything is correct here. In the calc. Export. Up. So sand is active. Don't think we need a damage item, but we will check that in a second. Yeah, Rockside is an overkill. I could go Jolly and then we are faster, right? That we don't even need to think about anything here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. Don't need to think too much then. Okay. Quick check for the ranges. That's fine. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. So. Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Donphan. I need to make sure, not in the next... Let me check about the repel again. I know I basically activated it again, but, you know, just for the safety. So we don't run into fucking wild mons here. I need to change the moveset as well from Donphan at some point. I need to keep that in mind. This is really important. Okay, let's do it. So, this is a Crust Elite with weak armor and Shell Smash. The good part is we don't fucking care with Donphan against this Pokemon here. That's why we don't want to remove the charm ever on Donphan. Because of stuff like that. So, we are faster. We will just charm this, turn 1. With that, if this will use Shell Smash, it's basically back on 0 attack. And it will still get the defense drop. Because of Shell Smash. Because it's not White Herb. There it is. Was nearly guaranteed Shell Smash here, I think. And with that, it's on -1 defensive. And it's faster than me now. But it is not doing that much damage. Pretty simple. It's not doing that much damage. Because it's still on 0, basically. Because I charmed this turn 1. Now it's faster. We will high horsepower here. And we can see how Donphan is tanking that. And soft sand, high horsepower. Okay. Let me finish my line, Donphan. High horsepower into Ice Shard always kills. Donphan is like, stop it. I don't need fucking Ice Shard. Just shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness, Donphan, I love you. Donphan is like, shut the fuck up. I don't need Ice Shard. I will just kill it. Okay, there's a Piloswine. Piloswine will use Icicle Crash always here. It's always Piloswine here instead of Sigilyph because I have a slow kill with knockoff on Sigilyph basically. If you get a bit more damage here, it is Sigilyph because then Sigilyph have a fast kill with Energy Ball basically. But yeah, it's not possible that we get more damage. So this is always Icicle Crash now. We have a fast 2-hit KO with high horsepower here. Even it's only some rolls. So this cannot even curse on the switch in. So this is exactly Icicle Crash now here. And we will go to Magneton for the pivot. Not Icicle Crash, sorry, Icicle Spear. So this can hit 5 times, but it's fine. We have the Citrus Berry. We don't want to see the Citrus Berry proc, of course. But yeah, we have it for the safety. We will, for the safety, give this also 1 Intimidate here. This can, again, not curse, because it sees a fast kill. Sorry, a slow kill. With EQ. So this is exactly always EQ now here. And we will go to Staraptor. Okay. Staraptor is crying. The Intimidate is really nice. Okay, and let me see. We can do this pivot one more time to my boy. We have a... Not a kill. Exactly. But we have a fast 2-hit KO here. So this can again not curse. So we can do this pivot one more time on Icicle Crash. And then we go to Ludi. Because we have the Citrus Berry here. This will most likely, I think, proc, but it's okay. I don't want to switch into Icicle Spear to my Ludi straight up. If this will not crit, it will not proc. But yeah, we need to think about multiple crits, of course, and with that it can proc for sure. Okay, cool. So, now my Ludi is super safe, even if this will crit. It needs to crit 5 times to make it dangerous, but we have also the Citrus Berry. So this needs to use EQ now here. So we go to Ludi. And I have a fast 2-hit KO, so it can again not curse on my Ludi. Nice crit, you asshole! Intimidated it for no reason, actually. Nah, just kidding. Okay, I think I just straight up Giga Drain here now. Not even fake out. We want to have recovery back. And yeah, Giga Drain is not a 2-shot like we can see, because we are... This needs to crit 5 times, and then it will proc the Citrus Berry now. All Gucci. All Gucci, boys. Ludi is dancing in the sand, actually, not even in the rain. Holy shit. Yeah, we are not hitting the range, but that's okay. It can rest here now, I think. Okay, never mind. Ouch! Okay. No citrus! Ah! Okay, cool. We could save the citrus. Yippee! Yeah, citrus are limited, that's the thing. I think we are fine with my citrus berries, but the harvest was not that strong. I think in my winning run I had more citrus, basically. Because it's a bit RNG about... Oh, fuck! Fuck this sand, man! Okay, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, Jolly Nature... Hamilton always outspeeds and kills with Hearthstone Rock Slide, so we don't really care which move this is. Should be air slash anyways. Look at how we are tanking this. This is stab, by the way. Hammy is so good, man. Stab air slash. Nice damage, by the way. No wonder this Volcano is just nuts in this round. The typing is just so good. Like in a blind Nuzlocke, by the way, this is a bad typing. Same like Scizor and stuff like that. Every Pokemon what is 4-time weak, for a blind Nuzlocke, it's really hard. Because you don't need the... I will play a blind Nuzlocke, by the way, soon as well. I was playing that already. It is also a Gen 8 ROM hack, basically. Or with Gen 8 mechanics. It's a Luminescent Platinum with Gen 8 mechanics. It's basically Renegade Platinum, but harder. And I will play it blind. On stream, of course, and it will be fun for sure. I think it's fun because sometimes I like to do stuff like that because I don't want to calc anymore. Like, I'm fed up with calcing and stuff like that. But yeah, in a situation like that, I think in a situation like that, 4-time weak Pokemon, if you don't predict which move it can use, it can be really bad in some situations. And if I play blind, I can't even check the movesets from the AI. So I know people are talking about the Gauntlet blind, but they are checking the movesets still. So for me, that is not blind. You can call it calculus probably. But it is not blind, in my opinion. Blind is you have no idea about the movesets from the AI as well. That is at least my opinion, okay? But yeah, everyone can play the game or every game like he wants anyways, or she wants, of course. So, I'm not here to judge anyone, but yeah. For me, blind, for me at least, blind is if you have no idea about anything, basically. Okay, we have a double battle now. This is a pretty easy double battle, I would say. We need Adamant Nature. Adamant Nature is faster and Klabushki. Yeah. Back to Adamant My Crook. Slots doesn't really matter which slot which Pokemon is. We just need the soft sand here. Then we will need my good boy Caracosta. And Talonflame. This 3 mons are enough for the fight, but we'll have some backups then, I guess. With the other mons. But yeah. No item on you. And Caracosta needs to be pre-damaged. Let me change the field to doubles. And Caracosta needs to be pre-damaged. 54 HP. So, script, pre-damage. Also using the script for pre-damage, what I haven't done in my winning run, of course, because I didn't even knew this script exists. But this script is for IV reset anyway, so I wouldn't use that to have a legit run anyways. But I didn't even knew that this script exists, by the way. So just using this script basically for this run here right now. Because we can change the IVs and stuff like that anyways. And it is just making it faster. With doing it like that, of course. Instead of, you know, poisoning. I can pre-damage with poison. And then, you know. So, yeah, it's just faster. 54 HP. Okay. Export. Let's check out the ranges one more time. It's still a double battle, one small mistake, and I'm back in the lab. Let's not do small mistakes here. We have 3 backups here. Basically, if I have done anything wrong in the planning, I wipe nearly anyways. So yeah, because I haven't planned really good backups here. We have a range to kill this, by the way, I can see that already, but that's fine if this happens. That's completely fine. That is actually completely fine if this happens. Okay. Yeah, that's like if we really crit kill this, like not crit kill this, but we have even a range to kill this. Dude, fucking Crocodile is crazy. Crocodile is actually crazy. High horsepower is actually, yeah, if I would have high horsepower on Excadrill, I could just use Excadrill here. Also, we are Sand Rush, by the way, with Excadrill. I think you can be Sand Rush or Sand Force. So Sand Rush is, I think, better for sand fights, because we have double speed. But yeah, we don't need it in this fight. Okay. Let me do a save pretty quickly. I misclicked already one time. I don't want to have that again. With that, I was just closing the game. But it happened only one time, so. Okay. Double battle time. Quick check again, we don't need a pre-damage on you, we don't need a pre-damage on you, and we are fine anyways, always. This is never anything else outside of this move, and this is always Stone Edge, okay. Can be body press, but we don't fucking care. We don't fucking care about that. Okay, let's go. Slots doesn't really matter in which slot which Pokemon is, basically. Every side have 2 mons. It's not a true double battle. So we can basically focus, like it's not a couple battle or stuff like that. We can focus one side down. Okay, and that's what we are doing here. We have a Gigalith and Maractus Elite. Imagine, we have a kill. This is Clear Body, that's also really good. Otherwise I need to pre-damage more. So this Gigalith is Clear Body here. And we have a range to kill this with high horsepower. It's fine if this happens. It's actually really fine if this happens. So pretty simple, we will high horsepower the Gigalith here. And my Caracosta will just protect. We're betting Energy Ball right now and Stone Edge. Some rolls body press as well, because I pre-damaged to the lowest roll. And with that, body press have a range as well here. We have a plan for both situations basically. Like if this crits, it's fine. If this hit the range, it's fine. If this will proc the Citrus, it's fine as well. So, protect. High horsepower on a Gigalith. Klabushki. Look at this damage. Good night. Okay, this is Nido King now. And we are faster than Nido King, right? Yeah. And high horsepower is a fucking overkill. So sorry, Nido King, but you are just coming in for nothing. And Caracosta will switch out to my Talon Flame, what is 4x resisted to Energy Ball. So this is a pretty easy fight for us. And yeah, obviously Crocodile is never dead to Maractus here. Goes to Energy Ball. It would be a slow kill anyways, so it would be fine. That's always a thing also, but it's really nice. Because Krug is faster than Maractus. It would be a slow kill, and against my Caracosta it's a fast kill. So even that would be fine. So you can even do it in a regular run if you are not perfect IVs, basically. If you have the same mons. Same mons, maybe you will not hit the range with acrobatics, that's a possibility. But you can double target anyways, now. So, we don't need to do anything else outside of just acrobatics here. Boom! Yeah, the last Pokemon is Gastrodon. And high horsepower into acrobatics always kills. This is Slumberry, so we don't need to worry about any shenanigans. Need to always be careful with Citrus Berry, of course. Citrus Berry mid-turn proc is really annoying if this is the case, but it's not the case. So high horsepower is doing 60% minimum damage, and acrobatics is doing 40% minimum damage. So this will always kill in combination. Okay, that's a double ban. We have one more fight for this stream. Then I'm done basically for this stream. I will try to catch the Sigilyph on stream, but I will not waste too much time because I'm bad with my bike in this fucking Mirage Tower. So yeah, you will probably laugh at me, but yeah, I'm old, guys. I'm old. Like, children's puzzle is nothing for me anymore. I can't. I just fucking can't. Okay, so this fight is interesting in my opinion. This is really interesting, this fight. But we have enough solutions. I think in the regular run, if you don't have Rapid Spin, this fight is ugly. And I really mean ugly. Thankfully, we have a good solution. So, what we're gonna do here... use Magneton. You could also use something else, by the way. With that, we can avoid the rocks anyways, right? Yeah, I can just use Infernape. Fuck that shit, man. I can just... No, I can't do that. It would flinch. Because of fucking red card. But I can still overheat. Yeah. I think... doesn't change that much, huh? Yeah, it doesn't change that much. It's only about body press then, and I think most of the mons are fine against body press. It's a really low chance anyways this will happen. So we are fine. Okay. So, we are using, like it was planned basically, Magneton as a lead Pokemon. We have Donphan. I need to teach a move back. We have Talonflame. We have Arcanine, what is already in the team. We need to change the nature here as well. And we have Ludi. And I have one backup here, basically, and I think I will bring Ball Rain. Okay, so... Magneton needs to be timid for this plan. Timid. Change nature. Hammy needs to be modest and needs the wise glasses. By the way, the only Pokemon I found in my box what one-shots that Pokemon right now here. What can also switch in. Nape can't switch in. That's a problem. Nape just simply can't switch in against that Pokemon. Wise glasses. There it is. Citrus berry on you. We need the miracle seed here. I'm pretty sure about that. And we change Ludi back to modest. Okay, and then we have a citrus berry, basically, because that's a backup anyways on my Walrein. This is Oranberry. Magneton will probably never switch in back. And now we need to poison my Arcanine. That is, sadly enough, mandatory for this fight. Okay. So, my boys, this is the last fight of the stream. I will try to catch Sigilith after that. If I will take too long for that, because of the fucking children's puzzle, I will just take it off screen. Yeah, I'm already saying I will take Sigilith, so you know which Pokemon I will take. And yeah, I know, by the way, it is probably not the best Pokemon in the Mirage Tower. You can get a lot of mons there. You can get a Zoroark, a lot of stuff. I was really happy with Sigilith in my winning run, first of all. I think this typing is really good for my box right now. And there's a surprise about Sigilith. There's a surprise about this Pokemon. And I will already spoiler the surprise. It's broken, basically. It's literally broken for this challenge. So, you can basically pre-status yourself. And use Psycho Shift, because Psycho Shift is a scale. And with that, you always hit your move. You can, because you're really good, you have really good speed. And Psycho Shift is basically a move what you get in Soto. So in the 8 gym city, basically. And that is a tutor. Imagine you can use it now already. That's fucking nuts, okay? Okay, 1 second. I need to check the ranges one more time. Yeah, I forgot to teach that move, by the way. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that I will forget that. So thankfully I'm checking. I forgot to teach Rapid Spin. So yeah, let's do that in a second. Because this would be a disaster. This is literally a disaster if I don't have Rapid Spin here. For my plan. So we will remove Knockoff, I think, because Knockoff is just, we can just scale that back. The only move we can, I'm saying that multiple times now, but the only move we can never remove is Charm, okay? So we can always remove everything else here, basically, because that's reteachable. But Charm is a move for Fanfi only. So we can never remove that if we want to keep that. We will remove Knockoff here. Yeah, using Donphan because Donphan is getting, like, no damage, basically. And I think with Excadrill we have Fictions. Excadrill can do the job as well, most of the time. Let me check the range again with Wise Glasses Modest. Yes. And we will also need the Wise Glasses, by the way. Okay, we will get some poison damage meanwhile on the way. But I think I have some potions. And with that we should be fine. Yeah, 9 super potions are enough. Limit nature means I'm faster. Exactly. That was the reason. Okay. Alright. I need to find that fight, by the way. I forgot where it is. I think we will be fine anyways. We need to heal my boy then in a second, but yeah, fine. Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, we need to be pre-poisoned, that's really important. Yeah, nothing else to say about that. Let me check the range for Ludi again. Yeah, we need Modest, we need Miracle Seed, basically. Okay, we're good to go. Last fight. So, I have... this is a really ugly lead, by the way. Red card is the most annoying... It's just simply the most annoying item you can have in a Nuzlocke. There's a small chance, and I mean a really small chance, it's nearly impossible that it will go for a slow, not for a slow kill, it will go for a damaging move here. I think it's nearly impossible. This is always hazards now here. So we will Thunderbolt, and with that we will proc the red card. We are faster, so we want to have that as well. And that means it will just randomly choose a Pokemon in my team now. Don't want to exactly see Hemi, by the way. Because Hemi is pre-poisoned, but it will be fine. It will be fine, most likely, but I don't like to see that. Donphan is the big victory, by the way. Okay, this is okay. This is fine. There are spikes, okay. So... this can use rocks now, or dual wing beat. Both is possible. We will go to Donphan, pretty simple. We will get some spikes damage now. We can't avoid it, but that's fine. That's the only job from Donphan, basically, in this fight. There are the rocks, so we have double hazards now. So this will always use now, I think, dual wing beat. And we will simply remove that. We are slower, so we will slow rapid spin here, kill this, because that's basically on 1 HP now. Eat the dual wing beat like a boss. And rapid spin the shit away. Okay. That should always be Torterra now. For a slow kill. With Wood Hammer. We should be in Wood Hammer range, I'm pretty sure about that. My Donphan is a beast, so let's check that out. 1 out of 10 HP. We are dead to Mostrolls here. However, this could lead seed, basically, but it's whatever. We don't really fucking care. So, Tail of Flame, that's why Tail of Flame, we don't want to see hazards here. Spikes would be fine as well. But yeah, we don't want to have stuff like... we could have a free switch in, by the way, if I go to Magneton now. This is never EQ, this is always Wood Hammer. So we can have a free switch in if we want to have. Because I don't need Magneton in this fight anymore. Yeah, this is always Wood Hammer. We are fine against the crit here. Wood Hammer crit means it is still only EQ, and this can lead seed right now, that's the problem. Because it doesn't see a kill with every single roll, it needs to see a kill with every single roll. So we go to Magneton, yeah. To get the free switch in. This is Wood Hammer, even if this crits, it's fine. There's the Wood Hammer. Okay. This will never Wood Hammer again, this is always EQ now. We get the free switch into my boy. And we don't have a kill anyways with acrobatics. But at least we get the free switch in here without having lead seat problems. I could also burn this if I want to. That's a possibility. But I can also say just fuck it. Klabushki. Okay, nice. This is really good. So we don't see the lead seat here. Really good. 4-time effective. 4-time weak, sorry. Tail of Flame is a really good, strong counter here. And that means this is GG. Okay, so we simply just use acrobatics and Klabushki. Okay, this is always Bevia now. And exactly never ever Drain Punch, of course. Because we are resisting that. And Bevia is a bit annoying here. Because it have Body Slam, it have Drain Punch, it have Zen Headbutt. Body Slam, Drain Punch is both a step and a lot of overlapping rolls on a Pokemon where it will hit normal. Neutral, sorry. So it's really hard to find switch-ins. I have a really good switch-in. At least on Body Slam. And that is my Hemi. We are never there to crit, of course. My Hemi is fucking bulky as fuck. And this is never Drain Punch. And we always kill this with modest Wise Glasses Flamethrower here. We always want to have a guaranteed kill here. Because this is leftovers. So we would be fine on a crit into poison. Into poison. We always be fine. Okay? Yeah, if we get hazards, we can already see that it is a bit more threatening here. Like, so, yeah. Okay, and this Rhyperior will just use Drill Run now in the end. That is guaranteed Drill Run. We don't care which move it is basically anyways, outside of Dragon Tail. But even Dragon Tail would be fine. We can do it all day long. Not all day long, but most of the time. Energy Ball Modus will always kill this. This is solid rock. By the way, I want to play a Rhyperior in this run as well. So, really likely, Meteor Falls. I will go for a Rhydon, by the way. And maybe I will take the route before for Gyarados. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure right now. We will find that out. But Energy Ball kills this now. Nice protect, asshole. Okay, that was the last fight. I would say let's run pretty quickly back. Let's heal my team. And yeah, let's not run into the next fight. That's also really important, of course. And yeah, I will try to catch that Sigilif on stream. It doesn't really matter though. My Krug, for example, I also just took off screen because I can choose the encounter anyways. So it cannot run away from me because we are using Master Balls anyways. So it's guaranteed anyways. You know, so yeah, I will just try to do it on stream, but yeah, you know, this can take a while, and I CBA. I actually CBA on stream to doing a children's puzzle for like 20 minutes because I'm really bad in this. And we also need to have this fucking Mirage Tower here, so we need to always go back, and yeah, it's a bit RNG, I think. Not exactly sure how it works, but I think it's just RNG. That's it. So we will just go back to Marble City. And need to wait until we see the tower. Just don't run into the next fight, otherwise we wipe. We still don't have that. As. I for sure need something to eat in some minutes as well. Time for breakfast. What is going on here? Ah, please! That is already taking too much now. Oh, I don't have patience for that, man. That's my problem. By the way, I'm still not sure about this. Like, the chances decreased, I know that. About the rock smash encounter here. If your repel is off, if you can actually encounter that anyways. I think it's probably not possible, but yeah. Yeah, there it is, okay. Let's have a save already here at least. And we don't need to worry if we run into the wrong encounter. And I'm bad. So yeah, I will try that for like some seconds, okay? But not too long. And I'm really bad in this and don't try to explain how to do that. People tried already and they failed. So yeah, we have the Mark Bike. Yeah, and I suck. That's it. Yeah. I just basically suck on this. This is awesome. I will do it. I will manage to do it at some point, but I just suck. That's it. That's why I'm saying I'm doing it for like some minutes on stream probably, but not too long because I just simply suck at this. I think you can't even use the wall cheat here, right? I don't think so. But yeah, I think you need to get like the max speed here, but yeah, maybe speeding is not even the best idea, but I don't fucking care. Dude, I'm just so bad in this, man. I should play fucking Tetris, actually. Yes. Now you know why I'm saying that. Now you know why I said that. But yeah, it will just take some hours actually off screen, and then I will manage that. Every time I'm doing that in EK, I always cry, basically. But yeah. And I think we saw enough, right? I give myself like some seconds, but yeah, I don't know. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That's it. Yeah, let's fuck that shit. Okay, so we will take Sigilif. I think we can get Sigilif, by the way, in this room as well, right? So can technically I just grab it here? It's just a 5% chance technically. Ah yeah, fuck it. I will just take it off screen, guys. That's it. You know that I will take Sigi anyways. So yeah. In the next stream, we will do a bit more fights, for sure. We have a long way here. That split is pretty long in my opinion. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Have a great morning. Have a great day. Have a great night. And see you guys in the next stream.